Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. Had a really long day today. Tomorrow's going to be a long day as well. If you've watched my last couple of videos, you know that my grandma recently passed away. She was having a lot of health issues, and she unexpectedly passed away at 2 a.m. yesterday morning. Was really not expecting it. We're having Saturday. They're having the first memorial service, and then they're going to cremate her. So, they're having a viewing tomorrow, and then Saturday is the funeral. But I won't be able to go to that because I already told my friend I'd be in her wedding. But after the ashes come back, they're going to have another memorial service, and I'll be able to go to the second one. Things have been very crazy, very emotional, and some things that have happened I'm not even going to talk about on the internet, but it's just been crazy and emotional, and y'all know that I am healing from my button change, my feeding tube button, my J-tube that I get my feedings from. I recently got changed a couple of days ago, and I am still healing from that. And then my grandma unexpectedly passed yesterday, and it's just been like boom, boom, boom. Tomorrow, I go say bye to my grandma. I'm gonna go see her because I won't be able to make it to the first memorial service. And then Saturday I have a wedding. Sunday's church again. It's been a lot. It's really emotional. It's hard. Me and my grandma we were close, and it's a very hard situation, especially when it's unexpected. My aunt came over today, and she went to church with us tonight. At first I wasn't planning on going to church because I've still been very sore, but found out that my aunt was going, and I really wanted to be with family, so I went to church tonight. I stayed in the church. They do have like youth activity on Wednesdays where they play games and have like a little lesson and stuff, but I didn't go back for that because I'm still really sore. But things have been stressful and emotional, and I've been in quite a bit of pain. My button is just, it has leaked so bad. last night I went like all night without changing the gauze. But then I think it was like this morning it like leaked, and it's been so crazy. I got my bag for the night I gotta change my feeding tube pump bag at night, so I got that. At first we were getting too much gauze we didn't need. And then whenever I got this new button, it started leaking a lot, which can happen, and so now we're gonna have to call the company and let them know we need more gauze, which I'm supposed to get that on, I think it's like Thursday or Friday, something like that. A couple days I'm supposed to get more gauze, but it's been really hard. My grandma was a very special person to me. We didn't see each other a whole lot. Where she lived, it was quite a ways from where we live, and so we had to travel to see her. A lot of times, around Christmas, they would, it's a Christmas present, and I mean, we saw her sometimes, like around the holidays, but because we had to travel there, we didn't see her like all the time. But we followed each other like on social media, and it's difficult to, I mean, any loss is difficult, but like when it's a loss that you didn't expect to happen, it definitely makes it worse. And I'm trying to be in between of being okay as I can be with healing from this button replacement, yet trying to do the things that need to be done. And it's difficult sometimes to, I guess you could say, admit the struggle. Not just the struggles of loss, but the struggles of health issues and things like that. Now, I haven't had like a hard time like admitting that it's hard. At this point, our family knows about the loss, and so does our church people. But it's just, it kind of feels like when you're already going through something like I am, like with my button replacement, healing from that, and then you have a sudden loss, it's just like added, I don't know if you want to say added stress, but a lot. And it's very difficult. Losing a grandparent is a very I guess you could say it's an interesting situation. I lost my grandpa. My dad's, no, not my dad's, my mom's dad, when I was 12. He had lung cancer. And my mom's mom is still alive. But this was my dad's mom that passed. And this is the first, like, grandma I've lost. And so the hard thing for me is, like, I think, like, the fact that I know people are, like, they're not there anymore, but, like, she would, like, call whenever we got, like, a bad update or a hard update about my health, or seeing her comment on my posts online, and just thinking, like, oh, she's gonna post something or react to something, or maybe I'll get a call from her, or just wanting to update her on the smallest things. And I'm a little bit nervous about tomorrow because I get to tell her bye. And that's really difficult. Remember whenever we would leave her house, it was always hug and I love you before you left. Even if she called, before she hung up the phone, she would always not just tell you that she loved you, but wanted to hear it from you as well. And she was, one thing I remember about my grandma is she was big on hugs. She would hug anybody that would let her. She did not care how old you were. She would baby you. Like, she would give you all kinds of things, and I mean, it was, like her grandkids, we would all get a hug before we left. She would always say, I love you before we left. It was like this whole process of, like, we called her grandmama. So it's like kind of like grandma and mom, so it's grandmama. And if we were going to leave and we hadn't given her a hug yet, she would be like, you come over here and give me a hug. She was a very funny person. And she didn't really care what other people thought either. She would be like right in the middle of public and, like, dance, like, do the most random dance moves and not even care what people thought. It's hilarious. But anyways, keep me in your thoughts tomorrow as I heal from this button and go tell my grandma bye for the last time. I'm kind of having a harder time with it than I was. This is the first time I've been, like, around people since my button change, and I'm starting to get a little bit more emotional about it as people have been talking about it and stuff. So I also want this button to heal as fast as possible. It's been giving me leaking problems, which can happen, but it's kind of annoying. My videos also get filmed the day before they're posted. So the day you see this will be the day that we go say goodbye to my grandma. But I'm really thankful that I got to know her, and I know that some people don't get to meet their grandparents, and so I'm very thankful that I got to know her. I actually got to meet all of my grandparents, so I'm really thankful for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.